Thursday night, our very own Lisa Snowdon was crowned the Celebrity Masterchef champion, and she's here now.
As I was watching, I was thinking, she's going to cook on the telly. She's going to cook with us, and we're going to have to eat her food. And I was so excited. I was hoping you'd do this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is all about comfort food. You know, it's the season's changing now. We just want carbs. We want really satisfying food, and that's what this was. This was the brief that was comfort food. I'm going to start because I've got a lot to show you.
Yes.
So you want to start with. I use buttermilk in to marinate my chicken, to start tenderising it, so it goes really nice and juicy and moist. You don't need to use buttermilk. If you've got yoghurt, you can just use that.
Okay.
That is what I use at home if I don't have the buttermilk. And I like to use chicken thighs because I think they're much more juicy in a burger. You know, they don't dry out as much. You can use breast, but you just
So
don't...
have you just sliced that up, or have you just taken the bones out and
No,
kind of...
I actually buy this boneless, skinless thighs
amazing.
in the supermarket. And what you do is you want to bash it down to kind of make them nice and flat.
Are you going in? Oh, you
You're
are
going
going
in, Holly. I love that. But it's all about the seasoning. So that's what I want to hear about. What do you think about the taste? It's not the most elegant thing to eat, but good girl getting stuck in.
I am like experiencing layers of flavours.
So it's a Japanese-inspired burger, so there's spice in there. There's a lot of like the
spicy, it's
coconut
lovely.
slaw,
Yeah,
it's got the kimchi. But this is the seasoning. So half gluten-free, self-raising flour, which I think goes a bit more crispy. You don't have to use the gluten-free. And corn flour. And I use Japanese spices, so about 4 teaspoons of toragashi, which is like sesame, seaweed, spice, chili. Get it from all of your supermarkets. Use some oregano, sriracha. Love a bit of garlic powder. That is amazing. You want to make this really, really punchy, this seasoning.
So
and that's what's going to give you that crunch.
Lisa?
Huh?
Who taught you to cook?
That's what my dad said the other day. He was like, I don't know where you get it from.
Oh, really? Really?
I just love food. I just think I started travelling when I was sort of about 19, and I got to try... I remember having guacamole for the first time, and it blew my mind. And I came home from New Mexico, and I just said to my family, you've got to try this. And I bought all the seasonings. And so I think I've just been lucky enough to sort of travel and move around.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think if you like food, I always say to the chef, oh, can you ask the chef how he made that? Like, I'm that person.
Do you follow a recipe, or do you make it up as you go along?
I make it up usually, yeah. I just kind of wing it. So look at that. Can you see that that's all gone really seasoning? I just added some crispy fried shallots that you get from the supermarket. They are yummy, and that adds an extra bit of crunch. The buttermilk or your yoghurt is going to really make sure that this is coated beautifully. Whoopsie, you should have an apron on because I'm messy in the kitchen.
Were you nervous doing the show?
Do you know what? It was the briefs that you had to sort of try and prepare for. And then once you're in there and John goes, right, an hour, let's cook. And you just have to
go for it.
You just have to go for it, exactly.
Is it intimidating?
It is intimidating. The first time I cooked for them, taking the food up, I was terrified. I'm like looking at their faces to sort of try and read what they were thinking. Obviously, clean your hands in between. We're going to shallow fry that. On the show, I deep fat fried everything.
Yeah, quite good that you can shallow fry it, because not everyone's got a deep fat fryer. We know you've got air fryers now, but you can just do it in a saucepan.
You can just do it. It's instant vegetable oil. So this is the slaw, the Asian slaw. So white cabbage, red cabbage, coriander, carrot. I chuck in loads of these Asian flavours. So I use a bit of ponzu, a bit of yuzu. Now, if you've ever been to a Japanese restaurant and you have those delicious, sharp, tangy flavours that you're like, what is this? That's exactly what it is. Again, you can buy it from the supermarket. You don't have to do it, but I was making it chefy. So I was putting some mirin in, some fish sauce, and then you coat all of that out. And what this does, it starts to sort of pickle your vegetables. I'm going to turn that down. I can hear it like...
I mean, the thing is that, as you said, this is unashamedly Asian and chefy, because the things that you've gone through there's some I've never heard of, and I definitely don't have half of them in my cupboard.
No, you don't. I mean, you could get them from the supermarket, though. Oh, that's hot, that oil. Maybe needs to turn down a little bit. But you don't have to. With a coleslaw, you can just add white wine vinegar. You can add your mayo, you can buy it. But, you know, once you start sort of like, if you've got these flavours, they're not... Some of them are like about £2.50, and you've got them in the fridge, and you can put them on salads, and it really makes it so delicious. So anyway, so that's that. You leave that for as long as you can, and that starts to sort of break down the vegetables.
Golly, this is really
super
good.
hot, so I'm just going to leave that over here.
I'm just eating the chicken in the middle now because
and then what I've done is I've
going all over
squeezed out some of the juices, and I add the coconut yoghurt, which again you can just add. This adds a little bit of sweetness.
That's pretty healthy.
Yeah. Totally.
I know you're saying it's comfort food, and I know you've just deep fat fried that, and we haven't even got onto the potato skins, which are definitely not. But it's not that bad.
It's really not.
Is it?
No, I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
We're going to add some kimchi. That's good for your gut. It's pickled.
So now it's practically medicinal.
That's what I think.
It literally, the only naughty thing is obviously your chicken. Your potatoes, you don't have to put the cheese in if you don't want to, but they're just basically baked potatoes, little ones, cut them in half, scoop everything out, add some butter, some cheese, some spring onions. You can be a bit more shrewd and not add too many things. Then you put them back in the oven, so it's like a double fried yumminess.
The moment you say double fried.
Double baked, twice baked potato. So let's start plating up. So sesame seed, brioche buns, toasted, got those nice little griddle marks on it. Then you add your, season to taste, either your lettuce, your tomato, a little bit of slaw goes on there. Again, it's just like, you don't have to put the coleslaw, you could just have the chicken burger, you know, with the lettuce and the tomatoes. But I think
Was this your favourite creation on the show?
I had loads of ones I really liked. Every time I cooked something, I was like, this is my favourite one.
Yeah.
Like the creme brulee was really special. It was my nan's kind of inspiration from my nan. The toad in the hole, that was good. I just want to do food that people can recreate and cook, basically, at home. I mean, you don't have to do all of this. I think if you're going to invest in something, any kind of condiment, I would go for the kimchi, because that is just the most delicious flavour ever.
And it's so good for you. I feel like you're very natural at this. I mean, obviously, we've just discovered that you're a brilliant chef, cook, but you're also very good at doing this on the telly.
I know, I can't, but it's so surreal being here in the kitchen with you and not on the catwalk. It's so weird. I'm like, fashion tomorrow. Anyway, so there we go. So we've got our fried chicken burger, Japanese-inspired, loads of crunch and flavour. I'm going to move this because this is freaking me out. I'm like, let's just take this.
Well, listen, congratulations. You've got your trophy there.
And your loaded potatoes.
Where are you going to keep that? In your kitchen, I hope?
It's on a shelf, just as you go into the kitchen by all the cookbooks.
Yeah,
so it's the pride and joy there. I did have it in my bedroom for a while, by my side of my bed, because I was like, and George is like, you're a champion. And I was just very proud.
You are a champion. Well done.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. For all of the details of today's recipe and more delicious ideas from our chefs, head to the Free This Morning app.